Hello, my name's Karen Smith from Brightspark Electrical Services, and today we are very honoured to have Alan from Rolec as contractor support engineer from Rolec, and he's come to discuss the various Rolec car charging points with us. We're going to introduce Alan.
I'm pleased to be here, so thank you for inviting me over to the HQ today. Really pleased to announce that Brightspark Electrical are now an official partner of Rolec.
Thank you. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the Rolec car charging points and what is available. The affordable car charging point which is available from Rolec, which is all synced to your mobile phone and can be plugged into your new car or second-hand car, is the QBEV. Alan's going to talk a little bit about this now.
So from a standard perspective, this is for domestic use. So if you just ordered your latest EV vehicle and you're looking for a charger, this is what we class as an entry-level charger. So affordable, it works via an app, so it's really basic and simple to use, and also from a installer perspective it's real simple to install as well. The affordability factor determines essentially what technology you want from a charger, but if you just want a simple plug your vehicle in, charge your vehicle, nice and standard, this is the charger for you.
And I think you were saying when I met you the other day that it's ideal for the electrician rather than standing out in the rain and pressing buttons. Can you explain a bit more about how that works?
So a lot of the chargers on the market now will have certain back offices which they need to connect to, because some will want certain technology behind it, such as a paid solution. The QBEV is a straightforward charger for domestic use only, essentially, and from a commissioning point of view you don't have none of that. It's a straight, as soon as it's wired up, essentially the end user will just scan the QR code and arrange their own settings. Nice and easy, straightforward, no waiting around for hours on site, it's straightforward and simple.
Fantastic, that's good to know. Rolec also offer another range which is called the Wall Pod, and these have vastly improved over the years since we first started installing them, probably around about 5 or 6 years ago now. Alan is going to be explaining to you the benefits of the Wall Pod, and we've got the Wall Pods which are available in white, black and grey, so should fit with the colour scheme of your home, whether it's the window frames, the cladding. And Alan, if you wouldn't mind, tell us a bit more about the Wall Pods.
So the Wall Pod essentially is our most famous unit. If you've been familiar with Rolec chargers or you've physically seen them on a wall, you've possibly seen them maybe in white with a green surround, and essentially nowadays they're very smart. So the older units would have been a plug and play solution, or essentially even operated via a key. Now we've updated it to all modern day technology within the units, and if you're looking for a replacement unit from your older version, it's a nice simple swap out solution.
And for the installer themselves, again,
It's really simple. So we've got an app called the Rolec EV Connect app. Okay. So essentially, as soon as you've wired up the unit to the property, essentially you just go onto the app and it's a step-by-step process of commissioning the unit.
And we've got back office support from you guys should there be issues on the install. We don't get those so many these days.
It's a real good point actually. So we've actually got our own onboarding team within Rolec, within our offices in Lincolnshire, as well as having a full technical support team for the installer as well. So if it's an installer that needs a bit of assistance, or it's the end user, we've got a team that's on standby via telephone or email or even live chat.
Wow, that's good. Sometimes we do come across odd problems at people's properties, whether it's to do with Wi-Fi, internet connection, or something they haven't switched in the device correctly, and having this back office support, even the kind of like the FaceTime support, is important not only for us but for you, the end user, the customer. Alan has brought into us today to show us the top of the range model, the Zura or Zura. This is it. This is so new, not everybody's seen it yet. The Zura not only has one point to plug into, but if you've got two cars and they're both electric, you don't want two of these units, you have the Jura, okay? Not only has it got the point plug in there, easily lifted up, okay? But on the other side, there's one here. And it is, there it is. So you can plug in two cars to charge at any one time. Obviously there'll be current monitoring and all the other fabulous bits and pieces you require for charging your vehicles. So one car could be charging initially and then the other one comes on, or you could share the charging all the time. One of the new exciting implementations from Rolec is their top of the range, their flagship Jura model for the home car charging market. We've seen the pictures, we've seen the plugs at the side. However, we can take the front panel off. Why? Alan's going to explain a little bit more why we can take the front panel off. Do you want to have a little talk about this one,
Thank
Alan?
you. So first of all, what you'll see just here is where you can actually tap an RFID card or a key fob to engage with charging your vehicle. But essentially what we find is there's lots of people now that would like to personalise their charging point. So whether that's taking a photo of the backdrop of your property with the brickwork, such as our backdrop here, and you want to sort of disguise your unit, you've got that possibility. However, you'll find that some businesses would like their business logo on the front here as well, but also you may, for domestic use, you may want a photo of your grandchildren or your pets, or even house name or number on here as well. So roughly, give or take, that's only about £75 plus VAT. So as you've ordered your unit, as one of our technicians come to fit it, it'll already be printed on the fascia for you, and of course you can change that as and when you would need to. That's the Jura. Real nice slick design, very slick in my opinion, very modern looking. Another main benefit for this is future proofing. So one of our technicians from Brightspark would actually come out, visit your property, do a site survey, etc., and ask the relevant questions. Will you be adding an additional EV vehicle in the future, or even if it's friends and family or visitors that will be coming to your premises that might need to charge at the same time. So essentially, rather than installing two units, you can just have the one. You can actually purchase the unit just with a single socket, and at a later date you can actually buy an upgrade kit and then just upgrade the unit as and when you feel fit.
And these are all single phase, so for most domestic houses, single phase will work off your main incoming supply. Obviously, one of us will have to come out and do a survey on your property, look at the main fuse in the house, look at the consumer unit. Do we need to run additional cables out in certain directions? Sometimes we have to thread the cables all around the house or on the outside of the house. Don't panic, we have solutions for that, so you're not going to be drapes with cables all over your house just because you're having a car charging point.
And if you're a business, we're now doing this version free phase as well. So please feel free to contact us for more information on this unit.
Fantastic. Well, I hope this video has been useful for you today, giving you an insight into the Rolec EV range of chargers. We're ready to install for you. We do need around about 2 weeks lead time at the moment, so we can get the right technicians in to install. We'll install it and we can certify it, because under the Part P regulations we have to register it as well, not only with the Part P but also with the government website for car charging points. Thank you for watching, and bye from Karen at Brightspark, and bye from Al from Rolec. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our video channel to learn more about Brightspark Electrical Services.